Well, it's that time once again. We are on our way to the beautiful San Fernando Valley. I've got some business to take care of later in the Studio City area and something really fun that I'm going to bring you guys along for. But before that, I want to go check out some of the vintage shops, the far east end of the valley, a section of the valley that I don't focus on too much, and I actually used to consider it not part of the valley, but it definitely is. But anyways, I want to go check out these vintage shops because, for one, I have not been to them in a really long time, and so I want to see what they got. But also, I am on a hunt for a gift for my wife's birthday, a particular item that I thought was going to be really easy to find, but I am having the hardest time finding this item. I have got a week and 1 day until her birthday, and so now I'm kind of freaking out, just looking everywhere trying to find this item. But come along with me today as I show you some of these hidden treasures in the San Fernando Valley, some of these shops that not everyone knows about, and then later on we're gonna do something really fun. But before that, we have definitely got some hunting and searching to do. So let's go see what we can find. All right, the first spot we're going to is right over here in the San Fernando Outdoor Mall. Used in multiple episodes of Chips and Encino Man, so we've been here quite a few times. I just drove by and it appears that they are not open yet. According to Google, they open at noon and it is 12:04 right now. So hopefully they are just running a little late. Wow, I have gone around the block twice now and have not been able to find parking. I even went to the parking lot behind the store and that was full too. It is not usually this crowded here. So that was crazy. I had to circle the block 3 times and then go into the public parking lot and circle that another 5 times before I finally got a spot. I don't know what's going on here at the San Fernando Mall today, but I mean, there's really not that many people out. Now, once we get inside the store and all of these little vintage shops that I'm going to, I'm not gonna talk very much because it's really quiet inside of these shops and I always just, you know, I feel like I'm being disruptive. So I'm gonna show you the stuff that they have in there, but I'm gonna be somewhat quiet. And here's the store we're going to, 1984 vintage. It looks like they just opened. I'm always excited when I see cassettes, but I get even more excited when they're in a Licorice Pizza cassette crate. I think I actually got one last time I was here. Definitely one of my favorite things every time I come in here is that Max Headroom Coca-Cola ad. Wow, I had completely forgot about the Wiener Schnitzel Wiener Dude attitude.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Definitely giving off Prince vibes with this one. Oh my gosh, look at these. These are awesome. There's some old like trick-or-treat bags from McDonald's. Tower Records bags as well. Things that, you know, we used to consider trash. We would buy our stuff from Tower Records, get home and throw the bag away. And now here we are willing to pay, oh, you know what, $4. Not too bad. What do we got there? A McDonald's bag, I think. Can't tell if that's a bag or not. I'm gonna ask her about that. Oh my God, look at that. I need that bag. I mean, I almost cried when I saw this bag right now. I have not seen a Miller's Outpost bag in I don't know how long. And then I almost cried even more when she told me it's not for sale. I want that bag. Again, you know, this used to be trash. All right, first store, I did not find what I was looking for. I mean, honestly, I don't really think I'm gonna find it, but I'm trying to stay hopeful. Didn't find what I was looking for, but I did get a couple of cool things. This Olympic napkin. Remember these from McDonald's? Little hand puppets. I mean, you can't get more, you know, talking about stuff that was trash and is now a treasure. This is a paper bag from McDonald's, but this is from 1983. And then a Tower Records bag. I had to pick up one of the Tower Records bags. It was reasonably priced and brings back a lot of memories. And then she threw in this popcorn bag from 1992. So, didn't find what I was looking for, but I found some cool stuff, saw some cool stuff, had some nice conversations. All right, on to the next stop. All right, next stop, Atomic Records in Burbank, a great record store that I haven't been to in a while, so let's see what they got. I didn't want to film inside of Atomic Records because it was really crowded in there, but they still have one of the best selections of records and reasonably priced compared to what other people are charging. Now I'm getting even more scared because even though they have one of the best selections of records, strike two, they did not have the item that I'm looking for, and even worse, the guy said he's never even seen that record come through there. However, I did find something for myself. I can't believe I found this in there. A Rick Dees Weekly Top 40 record. This one is from November 30th, 1985. I have never seen one of these inside of a record store. I kind of collect these now. I've got maybe, I don't know, this might be like my fourth one, I think. All the other ones I've gotten off eBay. And this one was 24 bucks, which is a pretty good price for these. People on eBay usually try and get a lot more for them. This is a good price. It looks like it's in good condition. I'm excited to listen to this. All right, off to the next stop. Next stop, we are on Magnolia Boulevard, just down the street from Atomic Records. This is where you got all the really cool shops. You got the Mystic Museum over there. You got Blast from the Past. You got a ton of thrift stores and other vintage shops. I don't think I'm gonna have time to go in all of them today, but we are going to head into Be Kind Video. And then I thought there was a little record store here. Maybe it's gone, but I was hoping to go into that record store and continue my hunt for my item. But let's start by going into Be Kind Video. Haven't been in here for a while. Oh, and look at that. I came at the wrong time. Well, I just walked all through these shops while I'm waiting for Be Kind to open back up, and I guess that record store is gone. I thought it was somewhere right here. I never actually went into it. I kept meaning to, and I took too long. All right, here we go. He's back. The store is open. Let's check it out. What's going on?
Yo, how's it going?
Oh my gosh. The Fly Me is still here.
No, I know. I thought it was going to go right away. Right.
Guys, I want to take the skateboard home with me. I came out shopping trying to find a gift for my wife. So far, I've only bought things for myself. It's making me feel very greedy, but I feel like this needs to come home with me. Now, if you're a movie lover, and especially old media like VHS, you've got to visit Be Kind Video. Matt is awesome, and he's got a killer selection. You can find him at 3601 Magnolia Boulevard in Burbank. I did it. I can't believe I did it. He did not have what I was looking for, but he had this, and it had to come home with me. So that record store that I was talking about that was next to Be Kind Video, it just moved down the street. It's now across from Blast from the Past. And so we're gonna head in there, and this is going to be my last chance to find that gift that I'm looking for. And so there you have it. Nice little record store, good selection, really nice people, but they did not have it. They said they've never even seen it come through there. So I am out of luck at this point. I'm not giving up yet. I've got 1 week to hunt this record down. So what is the record that I'm trying to find? It's so lame. You guys remember those commercials back in the day for the compilation records, right?
Yeah, we got this CD called Punk. It's loaded with our favorite tunes, man.
Well, we were watching old commercials recently, and this commercial came on for Sessions Presents Secret Love.
If you like soft rock music like we do, you'll love Sessions' new album called Secret Love.
For me, I feel like that's one of those commercials that they played all the time, so I can still sing along with the commercial. Like, I know what song is going to be after, you know, I know the order of the songs. And so we were watching the commercial, and my wife was rocking out to like every song, and she jokingly said, "I want this record." And I mean, I don't think it was completely a joke. Like, she would really like to listen to that record. But, you know, she's not really a record collector. But I still thought it would be a fun, like, kind of a little novelty gift. And, you know, she would enjoy putting it on while she was doing stuff around the house. And I thought, no big deal. I'll just jump on eBay and grab a copy of it. But nope. This has turned out to be one of the hardest records to find. Like, I have searched for rare records before, and I've always been able to find them, just usually if they were rare, they were out of my price range. But this one, not only is it out of the price range, well, I don't know if it's out of my price range because I can't find a copy of it. I mean, honestly, it's a stupid thing. Like, it's a really dumb record to be searching for, but at this point, it's kind of become like an obsession. Like, I have to find this record now. It started as just like a fun little gift to get for her, but now, like, I need to find this record, and I'm going to find it. I just hope that I can find it before her birthday. All right, it's time to go meet up with my wife and son and head over to Studio City. Okay, so here we are, one of the most famous houses. Actually, this is one of the most photographed houses, not just in Los Angeles, but anywhere. Now, I've shown you the outside of this house a million times. We've seen everything on the outside, but I've never been inside. And a lot of people I know have been inside, but I haven't, and that's not fair. I want to go inside, so I've decided I'm just gonna knock on the door. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Building the cards, right? And remember this, when they got a payphone to solve the problem with everyone fighting over the phone, so Mike gets a payphone installed. All right, let's check out the fridge and see what they have. Oh no! And on top of that, applesauce.
Pork chops and applesauce.
Here's Tina's.
Oh, look at that. Letters to Libby.
Okay. So.
Gotta collect your stamps.
Look what I got. Check your trading stamps.
Oh, there we go, the silver platters.
Well, you see, we bought a silver platter for our mom and dad's anniversary, and she thought it was 85 cents for the whole engraving. But actually, it was 85 cents for each letter.
Go in here and see Mike's office. Aha! Now, this is Alice's room, which you don't see very often on the show. What does she got here? Lots of pictures of Alice. Oh, she's got some memories of when the boys were little. Oh, look, there's Alice's bowling shirt, the Meat Packers. All of her uniforms. Hey, it's me. Here's the attic, which is actually downstairs. Oh no.
Shh. Anyone find you up here?
So if you were in the living room, you would actually come downstairs, and this is where the attic is. And then if you go upstairs, this is where Mr. and Mrs. Brady's room is. Yep. Here it is. Mike and Carol's room. Let's see. Who are they writing a letter to? Oh, another letter to Libby. And you know, you never do see their actual bathroom. So I guess they kind of had to guess what the bathroom would look like. There's Carol's Noxzema, Carol's rollers. Oh, I just noticed Mike is reading The Real Jesse James.
Right.
The boys and the girls' room. Very big hallway. There's Kitty Carryall. And look at that. Marcia Brady, Marcia Brady, Marcia Brady, Marcia Brady. At least Jan got one trophy. And then of course there was the shared bathroom between the boys and girls. Who's this?
A new Jan Brady! Hi there.
The real Jan Brady. This is so awesome. So you got Jan, Marcia, Cindy's room. You've got the bathroom. And then you've got Bobby, Greg, and Peter's room. Who knows what's through that door? We're going to leave that a mystery. I mean, they have got almost every detail here. The only thing that they're missing is Greg's clunker car parked right here in the driveway. That would be awesome. Hopefully, maybe one day they'll find one of those. You're whose sound tech?
Michael Jackson's.
Michael Jackson. Did you see my son was wearing a Weird Al shirt?
I'm not familiar with his work.
You never heard of Weird Al?
Oh, I've heard of Weird Al. I met your son.
Oh, no, he does really good work.
No, that's not from what I've seen.
That's not true. He builds houses.
Weird Al or your son?
Yeah, no, Weird Al.
Oh, wow.
Builds houses. Yeah. What's good? What?
Wrap it up.
Guys, I didn't get to mention while we were in there, Scott is the reason we got to come inside. He was nice enough to invite me and my family. So, Scott, thank you so much.
You're welcome, man. I already mentioned, go to the BradyExperience.com for opportunities to visit the house. It's not open to the public. There are no tours or anything like that, but you can visit the house when they do certain charity events and things like that, small things. BradyExperience.com.
Why did you get so close to my face?
That's not the closest I've gotten. Da, 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 da. Okay.
So there you have it, the end of a wonderful day here in the beautiful San Fernando Valley. We did some shopping, we got to see some cool stuff, and we finally got to see the inside of the Brady Bunch house. And now I'm gonna end the day by enjoying a delicious dinner here on Ventura Boulevard. Oh, and if you happen to be curious if I ever found that record, I can actually give you an update on that now. I did end up finding the record. I got it on the Discogs website. It came from Canada and it arrived about 2 weeks after her birthday, but better late than never. I still wrapped it and gave it to her 2 weeks later, and she absolutely loved it. We've been listening to it every night while we do stuff around the house, and we've been dancing, and it ended up being a way better gift than I thought it was going to be. This is not the only gift that I got for her, but it was a really fun gift, and I'm glad that I found it. All right, that is gonna do it for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Does everybody know the show, where everything is?
This was in a show?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the A-Team. You haven't seen it?
One episode, yeah.
It's Chips. That's something you're familiar with.
Okay, yeah, I like chips.